Hello, it's Lindell again with part two of the tiered tray from Dollar Tree. I have finished my painting, and the coats I used were two. I probably could have used three, but it's done now. I'm putting 4 feet on the bottom of it, and they are sizable wooden half balls. I'm using E6000 as well as hot Gorilla Glue mixed to attach them. I did measure as best I could in hopes that I got them reasonably spaced correctly. I'm not sure I did, but it sits and it doesn't rock, so I think it must be okay. So as soon as this is done, I'm gonna flip the tray. That needs to set up a little bit and cure, as well as anything. Anytime you use E6000, you need to let the pieces cure for a while. So I'm sanding that pizza pan a little bit and wiping it down because I'm gonna do a Lindell Distress look, and I'm using my Shimmer Gold chalk paste. I put a little bit of it on a plastic plate and added some water, and then took a small brush and just started applying it here and there and everywhere to all three pieces, and I will eventually add it to the candlesticks later. Anyway, I'm getting all that done, and then I kind of sand a little bit on those two smaller pieces and get them ready to wax. So the pizza pan is done and ready for wax, and these two are done as well. So now I'm going to get ready to put surface wax on, and that is to prevent my sticky transfer from pulling up paint. And there's still quite a bit of tackiness to the transfer, so I've used it a lot of times, but it's all good. I am distressing my candlesticks now, which I had to remember to go back and do because I had closed my paste up. So I put some wax on. I'm heating that wax and now taking the other side of my applicator and buffing. So it's wax on, wax off. We say that a lot. It's kind of a little analogy we use. But that wax is really important and necessary if you have paint on a surface and are going to use transfers. So I'm taking first the butterfly, the small butterfly, off of this Etched Butterflies transfer, and it is a beautiful transfer set. I love it. I think it's elegant, and you can make so many things with it. So I'm putting that butterfly on all three pieces to tie them together, and I'm doing that in Shimmer Gold, and it went very well. And then I'm going to place that underneath, squirt some water on it, and let it sit for a little bit until I'm ready to clean. So I am going to now take that, I'm going to play with my iPad. I got a text message on my phone, which also came through my iPad from a friend, and I needed to answer. So I did that. So now I've taken another piece off of that transfer. It is the number NO34, and I'm putting that on this piece. And then I'm going to take the script of the postage canceled stamp and put it on the top cake plate. And I'm going to put some script now on the pizza pan. The script is, I'm pretty sure French. I've still been trying to translate it. But I put that on. It looked really nice. And then I just flipped it and put a little more on the other side. So I kind of covered that surface of that pizza pan well with our transfer. And it turned out really great. I was really happy with it. So now for the for the pie plate or pan, which is in the center of that tiered tray, I'm putting a little more script for that, and it won't be that easy to see because it's in the center, but it still gives an overall tie-in to the whole transfer and to the look. So now I decided to let those other pieces dry a little bit, and I'm cleaning my transfers. It was better to just go ahead and do that while I was sitting there. I could have taken them to the sink, but I didn't. So they came nicely clean, and I put them in between that towel to dry, and I'll pull them off and put them back on their backer sheet, and they're ready to go again. So that's what you need to do with your transfers at all times. And I did use a board eraser. I also used a Clorox wipe in spots because I felt I needed to. You don't have to. Now I'm taking the E6000 and I'm going to try to set this candlestick in the right spot on this tray, on this pizza pan bottom. That was my primitive way of trying to get it in the center. I did pretty well with this piece, and I used the base of the candlestick because I thought that would be much more stable than using the top of the candlestick. So the base goes onto this first piece, and I think it makes it much more stable. So now I am taking the cake plate and measuring to see where the center, or is this the pie pan? Let's watch. I'm trying to get a center spot there so that I can gauge putting those two candlesticks nose to nose, and that was how I did that. That's what I did. So I still had a little trouble getting that thing in the center, and it's not totally, it's centered, I think, on that piece, but I didn't get it totally in the center on the middle piece, but it's all good. And I try to do that, and that candlestick was not seated well on that pizza pan. It takes a little while for that E6000 to set up, as in a couple of days. So I was able to readjust it right back where it should be and do what I did. You saw that. Now, this one I decided to put upside down and put the base of the candlestick at the top holding the cake plate, and I felt like that was more sturdy. So what you're seeing is an almost completed project, and I'm trying to look over it there. That's why I have it on my chair. I was looking over the top of it to try and gauge it. So here we go. Here is the finished piece, and I think it looks beautiful. I'm happy with it, and I hope you enjoyed. This was a second part to a video, so it made it quite long. Have a good day. I love you all. God bless.